Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing very well. I am Jade Leyva, and I'm going to be providing you today with a drawing class to make a drawing of a butterfly. We're going to be using a little bit of metaphor today. I'm going to give a little bit of time for people to sign in so that way we can build up a little bit more audience. But I wanted to share with you a couple things I have right here. This is a just to show you a little bit about like how close, like have a really close relationship with butterflies. I really love them. I love them so much. They're just such amazing beings. And this is one of the paintings that I did. It's called Monarch. Hello, Rob. How you doing? Welcome to my class again. So yeah, we have this one is called Monarch, and the reason why I've been painting the monarch butterfly in a series that I've been doing is because I have been doing a series on migration of different things on Earth, just to put the perspective on how human beings also migrate as a natural thing, like when people migrate from one place to another, a lot of times is because it's of a necessity, not necessarily because they want to leave their home. I'm gonna say this in Spanish now. Bienvenidos a mi clase. Yo soy Jade Leyva. Espero que esta clase los encuentre muy bien, que todos estén con mucha salud. El día de hoy vamos a pintar una mariposa monarca y les quería compartir más o menos por qué me gustan tantísimo estas mariposas. Son unos animalitos que son muy, muy especiales y esta es una de las pinturas que hice. Estoy haciendo una serie de pinturas con el tema de la mariposa monarca para poner la perspectiva y en cuanto a cómo la migración, las mariposas monarcas emigran, entonces también los seres humanos emigramos por buscarnos una mejor vida, no necesariamente por un instinto natural, pero más bien por instinto político o económico. Entonces tengo también, I also have another painting that I have of that series. That is actually it's a special painting. It's called Creando Flores, and as you can see, I'm sorry about the sheen on it. It kind of shines a little bit. It's quite large. So this is a painting that is depicted with she's actually has a dress with the monarch butterfly pattern on it. She is also migrating, a person who is migrating from the south to the north. You can see a lot of times indigenous people are the ones that are making that big trip to go to somewhere else. Unfortunately, they can stay in their communities because they have sometimes is domestic violence or gang violence or poverty, hunger, all many different kinds of things that drive people to move away from their place of birth. So including me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. The butterflies are actually such special beings, not only because una de las cosas que I'm sorry, forget to say it in Spanish. Una de las cosas que me gusta muchísimo a mí es pintar la mariposa monarca, y esta pintura que hice, que la acabo de mostrar, es una pintura que estoy haciendo en esas series para demostrar cómo es que ella está vestida de mariposa monarca, como para demostrar un poco cómo es. Ella también es una mujer indígena que desafortunadamente muchas de las personas que tienen que emigrar de sus comunidades hacia el norte son personas de origen indígena. Muchas veces es por violencia doméstica, muchas veces es por pobreza, por hambre. Las personas tienen que emigrar a otros lados, igual que las mariposas. Okay, entonces I wanted to share with you this book that is a really fun book. It's one of my favorite books, actually. I'm a total nerd, and I really love identifying different things that are just in the natural world. Like I actually have like the Audubon books, and when I see something, when I'm taking a walk or when I'm going out in nature, when I see something like a plant or a bird or a flower or anything that I see that catches my attention, I typically like to identify it and find the name of it. because there's it's really fun to find find out what you're looking at, because everything has a name. So with butterflies is the same thing. I'm always curious. Sometimes there's a butterfly that I've never seen. I'm gonna say it now in Spanish. Tengo un libro que me encanta muchísimo. Soy así me encanta encontrar, cuando estoy caminando en el campo, me encanta caminar y encontrar, cuando me encuentro una flor o una planta o un ave o una mariposa, me fascina identificarlos. Les tomo una fotografía y luego vengo a mi casa y me pongo a buscar. Tengo libros donde puedo encontrar los diferentes, para identificar los diferentes cosas que son, ¿no? Porque todo tiene un nombre, entonces me gusta saber qué es lo que estoy viendo. So I'm going to share this book with you. This is a book called Butterfly. I think it's actually, it's backwards because the camera is backwards on here because I'm doing rear camera. Este es un libro que me encanta, que se llama Butterfly. El autor es Thomas Merent. And this guy spent like 10 years traveling around the world. Este señor se pasó como 10 años viajando por todo el mundo fotografiando mariposas. This guy spent like a long time going around the world just to photograph the different species of butterflies. And so I got this book and I started looking through it, and I just started finding out more and more like the fascinating creatures that they are, like the stages of their existence, like how they grow from like a little egg. And the butterflies, actually, they put their eggs under the leaves of the plant, that the particular plant that larvae like that. When they grow into a caterpillar, the monarch butterfly or any kind of butterfly, they lay the eggs on the exact plant that they're able to eat. So it's very fascinating how instinctually they know. Es una cosa increíble como las mariposas, a través de este libro he aprendido muchísimo sobre las mariposas y me encanta aprender de las diferentes etapas de la vida de la mariposa. Y por ejemplo las orugas crecen en las mariposas ponen sus huevecillos en las plantas específicas que pueden comer las orugas de las que salen de sus huevecillos. So I'm just going to show you a few images here that I have. This one is really cool. This is like the actual the monarch butterflies. There are 2 major sanctuaries in Mexico. One of them is in Michoacan and another one is in the state of Mexico. My mother and my sister used to live in near Mexico City, near a volcano, and there's a big sanctuary there, but the biggest one is in Michoacan. Millions and millions of stuff. That is in my bucket list. Someday I will go there. I would like to experience that in my life. I hope that you can too. So yeah, that's a really cool thing. Una de las cosas que es fascinante es que hay 2 santuarios de la mariposa monarca en México. Hay dos lugares donde van 2 santuarios grandísimos. Uno está en el Estado de México y el otro está en el Estado de Michoacán. El más grande está en el Estado de Michoacán y el otro está cerca de Amecameca. Es un lugar muy muy precioso. Yo nunca he ido, pero está en mi lista. Antes de morir quiero ir algún día. Espero poder hacerlo. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few images that I have just to share with you. One of the other fascinating things that are special about butterflies is that when they go in their cocoons, they become almost like fluid. Like they actually become this thing that is almost like gelatinous, and then they start building up their bodies within the cocoon. So it's incredible. This is a really cool picture. Yeah, they're this really amazing caterpillars. Some people hate caterpillars because they eat your crops. They do. They eat your tomatoes, like the ones that eat the tomatoes, they come from the hawk moth or hummingbird moth. You can just move them from one plant to another one, and don't kill them, please, because they're pollinators. So we need to protect our pollinators. Please do not spray your gardens. They're the ones that pollinate our food, along with bees and bats and different different animals. We need to protect them. Necesitamos proteger nuestros polinizadores. Entonces, por favor, no le echen nada de pesticidas ni nada en sus jardines, porque tenemos que protegerlos también, como a las abejas, a los murciélagos y todo eso, ¿no? So, we just wanted to show you really quick. This is a picture of a cocoon. You can see so the caterpillar itself starts building the cocoons. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. This is really cool. This is one that is actually like shiny. They have like a metallic. Este es muy padre. Este es un capullo que es metálico. Las mismas orugas construyen sus propios capullos alrededor de ellos. Es una cosa divina, hermosa. And then this one is the one that we're going to be basing. Este es el que vamos a basar nuestro dibujo, más o menos. We're going to base our drawing sort of on this one. I will improvise as I go. Voy a improvisar como vayamos haciéndolo. Entonces espero que se diviertan muchísimo. There is a saying just before we start doing our drawing that says, and I'm going to speak a little bit about like how this relates just directly to what's happening to all of us right now. Just think of yourself as if you are inside of a cocoon now. That one famous saying, and I don't know who said it, but it's I have seen it like repeatedly throughout my life, and it's a saying that says, just as the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. And I thought that was a really wonderful thing. It's just such a beautiful metaphor. So I think we're going through something similar right now. We're going to a thing that it's like a very strong global thing, and it scares us, but I think we are reflecting, and we are in a cocoon now, and when this virus goes away, we're gonna come out of that cocoon with a much better awareness and much more empathy for each other. And because now we know what people in the other side of the world, like that have suffered from Ebola or other things, we have that understanding now, what they go through, all those communities. So una de las cosas que quería compartir rapidísimo es que hay un dicho que me gusta muchísimo que se llama, que dice, cuando la oruga pensó que el mundo se iba a terminar, se convirtió en una mariposa. Es un dicho que repetidamente en mi vida lo he visto, y es un dicho que es relativo a lo que está pasando ahorita, ¿no? Como todos estamos ahorita en nuestro capullo, pensando que es algo que está pasando en el mundo globalmente, y es algo terrífico, ¿no? Pero al mismo tiempo yo pienso que estamos en este capullo, y cuando todo esto del virus pase, vamos a poder encontrar una nueva vida que va a ser un despertar y una unidad, donde todos vamos a entender, tenemos un entendimiento más profundo de lo que las personas en otras partes del mundo han sufrido, ¿no? Por ejemplo, en África, cuando han sufrido sobre el ébola, lo que la gente tiene que pasar para poder sobrevivir las epidemias y todo eso. Ahora todos comprendemos y tenemos algo que ya lo hemos vivido, ¿no? Una situación así. Entonces yo pienso que nos vamos a volver mucho más empáticos y mucho más fraternales. Entonces espero que les guste muchísimo esta clase. Va a ser algo muy sencillo. I hope that you like being here, and that you like this class. It's going to be a really fun time. Just think of yourself as a butterfly inside of a cocoon right now, and that you will become a beautiful butterfly once this is all over. We're gonna go out and flap around, and we can go and do things after this. But for now, the longer we stay at home, the sooner this virus will end. So right now we need to be strong. Ahorita hay que pensar sobre nosotros como que estamos dentro de un capullo, y que muy pronto, cuando el virus pase, vamos a salir y vamos a poder hacer muchas cosas hermosas. Pero por el momento, mientras más nos quedemos en casa, lo más rápido que se va a terminar este virus. Entonces, por favor, quédense en casa, por favor. si pueden hacerlo, háganlo. Y si hay alguien que no pueda, ayúdenlo, por favor. Okay, all right, let's get started. So we're gonna do this right now. Sorry about my hair, it's a little falling apart. All right, guys, we're gonna get started now. Vamos a empezar. Okay, so aquí está mi pedazo de papel. Here's my piece of paper. I will read all the comments at the end. Thank you so much for commenting. I've been seeing them coming in. So I appreciate that. Muchísimas gracias por todos sus comentarios. I hope that you share all of your drawings on the comments on this video, because I would love to see that. Just give me 1 second. I'm almost ready here. I'm just trying to reboot my computer. Okay. So, I'm gonna open up the page on this. I typically don't look at things to paint. I never do. But this one is so beautiful. I like to look at when I'm drawing. Okay. Thanks for being here. Por favor, compartan sus dibujos si pueden. Espero que puedan ver. Espero que puedan compartir sus dibujos conmigo. Okay, muchísimas gracias. Okay, let's get started. Vamos a empezar. Entonces, so we're gonna do butterflies typically, well, not typically, most of the time, build their cocoons on a branch. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the little branch on the top here, going across, like this. Las mariposas generalmente construyen sus capullos de una ramita. Entonces vamos a hacer nuestra ramita en la parte de arriba. Okay, ahora vamos a hacer el capullo. Lo vamos a poner un poquito hacia un lado para poder hacer la mariposa, dar espacio. We're gonna do it on the side here, the cocoon, so that way we can actually have make the drawing of the butterfly next to it. So we have space. So the cocoon, they're kind of flat on one side, like this, they curve, and then they have like spikes like this. Los capullos generalmente son como así como planitos de un lado y luego tienen como piquitos. Algunos, ¿no? Some of them have it this way. Y luego tienen rayitas. They have like these little lines going this way. Okay. Now we're gonna do the butterfly body. We're gonna have like they have like long legs. Ahora vamos a hacer el cuerpo de la mariposa. Tienen como cuerpos muy largos. Sus patitas son muy largas, entonces vamos a hacerlo un poco separado del capullo. So their bodies their legs are kind of big, kind of long. So we're gonna do the body separate from the actual. So we're gonna do the bottom part first, like this, up to there. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do the wings. So the wings come out like from here to here. All right, and then we'll have another one right here. We're gonna do like a semicircle like this all the way to there, and then we'll do this like a spiky thing right here. If you can make it rounded if you're not able to. Vamos a hacer como semicírculo y luego esto así encima. Esas van a ser las dos alitas. Okay, now we're gonna enclose them like this. Las vamos a cerrar así. Then we're gonna do the second one. Vamos a hacer la segunda. We're gonna do the same thing back here. Vamos a hacer otra aquí encima porque esa es la otra alita. That would be the other wing. Can you guys see okay? I think so. All right. Now we're gonna do its eye. Their eyes are really big. Like that. Sus ojos son muy grandes. Los ojitos los podemos pintar. Los podemos dibujar oscuros. Así. Right. Ahora, now we're gonna do the antennas. Just gonna do a long line and then do this little loop going down. You don't have to go all the way back. We can also fill that in. Vamos a hacer una línea y luego como un circulito así y luego no tenemos que volver hasta otra vez hasta acá y lo podemos colorear todo. I'm gonna do a second one, a little bit longer, un poquito más larga la segunda. Okay. Las mariposas tienen 3 patitas de cada lado. So butterflies have 3 legs on each side. So we're gonna do one. Comes out right from here, goes up like that. You know, I made it a little bit long. That's okay. That's all right. So it's gonna go from the body up to the wing and then down. De aquí hacia la alita y luego hacia abajo. Y luego vamos a colorear las patitas. We're gonna make the little legs, we're gonna like fill them in too. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing back here. Una segunda piernita, patita. And we can do this. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. Luego vamos a hacer la tercera. We're gonna do the exact same thing again. Okay, so del otro lado, no vamos a hacer esta parte, nada más lo que es esto. So on the other side, we're not gonna do this part because we can see it. The butterfly's on the way, so we're just gonna do these lines going down. So we're just gonna vamos a hacer 3 líneas hacia abajo. Como que son las otras patitas. Okay, so now we're gonna try to make the body bigger. Vamos a hacer el cuerpo un poquito más grande. Just a little bit bigger. Just gonna, we'll get to like highlight it more later. Okay, now we're gonna do lines. Vamos a hacerlo un poquito más grande el cuerpecito. Así. Y ahora vamos a hacer líneas. Así. Vamos a seguir haciendo las líneas. Just try to do the lines the best you can throughout the body. Nada más así como puedan hacer las líneas. Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna do a little bit of the little veins on the wings that have a little bit of a pattern. Vamos a hacer las venitas de sus alas. We're gonna do these loops on the wings. Vamos a hacer como unas este tipo de forma. We're gonna do the same thing. Vamos a hacer la misma en la alita de atrás. Voy a esperarme un momento a que terminen. Ok, entonces ahora vamos a hacer, we're gonna do this pattern, like follow the shape of the wing. Vamos a hacer esta forma que está más o menos sigue en la forma de la alita. And then we're gonna do another loop. Vamos a hacer otro igual. As many as we can inside that space. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Vamos a hacer otra vez este diseño. Es que nos quepan ahí adentro. So to be able to differentiate the two wings, we're gonna shade the one in the back. So you can move your paper around however is more comfortable for you, and we're gonna do a little bit of lines this way just to show that that wing is behind the other one. You can make your lines as long as you want or as short as you want. It's just to make a difference. And just kind of follow the shape of the wing. Okay. Then right here, we have this one is on top of this one. So we're going to be shading this one. Vamos a hacer lo mismo en esta otra alita porque esta está encima de esta. Entonces esta es la que tiene la sombreada. Alrighty. I'm just gonna leave it here for a second so you can see. Lo estoy acercando para que puedan verlo de más cerca. Alguien preguntó. Somebody asked to get it a little bit closer. It might be way later, but the comments on my computer don't come as they happen, so sorry if I'm delayed on stuff. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna do the pattern inside this wing here. Do you call them wings on butterflies? I think so. I think they are. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do this. Vamos a hacer lo mismo. Vamos a hacer como este tipo de the diseño. Gonna do, and then we're gonna follow a pattern inside the wing that is like same shape. Vamos a hacer esta línea igual que siguiendo la línea de afuera de la alita. Okay, and then we're gonna continue with our loops. Vamos a continuar con nuestros diseñitos. No sé cómo se dice loop en español. Si alguien sabe, por favor, compártanme. ¿Cómo se dice loop? Okay. Now this wing is on the body. So this is under that, so we're gonna shade the body. Entonces, la parte donde que está abajo de la alita es la que recibe la sombra. Entonces vamos a hacer estas líneas así. Ok. All right, so now okay, so now we're going to do a shading on the cocoon. So we're gonna do lines. Vamos a hacer el sombreadito en el capullo. So we're gonna do increasingly bigger, just to give it volume, up to like right there, and then we'll go smaller again. Vamos haciendo hacerlo un poquito, incrementando el tamaño y luego haciéndolo más pequeño de las rayitas. Nada más para darle un poco de volumen. Okay. All right. One of the cool things about butterflies is that one time when I was little, I picked up a butterfly in Sonora, and I remember I was really amazed that it had it was like on a flower, and I put my hand and it got on it, and I remember it was awesome that I saw the tongue was in this amazing spiral shape. La lengüita de una mariposa que agarré cuando era niña estaba increíble, estaba en una flor y tenía la forma de su lengüita la tenía hecha en espiral. So we're gonna do that just to make it super fun. So we're gonna come out and then we're gonna do a circle and then we're gonna do a spiral. Whoever saw the last class when we did a snail might relate to that, talking about spirals, how they show up in many things throughout the universe. Here's another example. Los que vieron la otra clase del caracol que hice, vieron cómo mencioné cómo es que el diseño de una espiral existe en tantas cosas en el universo, y este es un buen ejemplo de eso. Okay, so now if you wanted to give it a little bit of a volume to its eye, you can actually erase a little dot just to give it a little bit of, a sheen. You can make the eye go darker a little bit. Pueden hacer el ojo un poquito más oscuro, borrarle un pedacito y hacer el ojo más oscuro para que tenga un poco de volumen. And you can play with it. You can actually make it bolder if you want. You can go through it with a marker. Pueden jugar con este dibujo. Pueden continuar haciéndolo con un marcador. Hacerlo un poquito más fuerte para que se vea más fuerte el dibujo. Es decisión de ustedes. Pero I hope that you enjoyed this. I think we're through. Here. There you go. So I'm gonna go in here. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to be posting a picture of this butterfly so you can see and use it as reference. So yeah, I'm going to be posting a picture of the butterfly that I did so you can use it as reference. I'm gonna post it right away as soon as we're done with the class. So so you can use it if you need it. But yeah, it's really, really fun being here with you, drawing one of my favorite creatures. Someone was mentioning, it was, let me see, I saw it quickly. Nicole Ruiz, she's my cousin. She was in California. She was mentioning that she said that milkweed, butterflies love milkweed. Yes, they do, and they are, you know, that's where they hatch a lot of their eggs. In particular, the monarch butterfly loves milkweed, and if you plant milkweed, you will be contributing to the recovery of the big decline of butterflies due to pesticides. And so please plant milkweed if you can. Do not spray your gardens. And if you're more interested in learning more about these fascinating creatures, please, you know, try to learn more. They're amazing. They're completely connected to humans because they also help pollinate our food, and you know, it's just so much fun to have them around. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Espero que les haya gustado la clase. Las mariposas son unos animales muy, muy, muy preciosos y unos insectos divinos. Y por favor no usen pesticidas, hay que ayudarlos. Estamos muy acercados, tenemos una relación muy cercana con todos los polinizadores y es muy, muy divertido verlos. Ahora sí que papaloteando en nuestros jardines. En la lengua náhuatl se dice papalotl. Esa es la palabra para la mariposa. Así se dice en náhuatl, la lengua de los aztecas. So, se dice repapalotear por eso, de la manera en que vuelan. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Por favor, dejen sus comentarios. I would like to see your drawings. You can leave it on the drawing that I post in a little bit. And or you can just simply post it on this video. Please share this video. You can subscribe to my videos. You can go back on this one and you can say subscribe and it will show you a notification. So every time I post do a live class or whatever, it will let you know. And share with someone that you think that needs inspiration right now. Muchísimas gracias. Por favor, suscríbanse a mis videos o por favor compartan mi página y espero que les haya gustado esta clase. Muchas gracias por compartir este tiempo conmigo. Que estén muy bien y hasta la próxima. Thank you so much and I'll see you guys next time. Pongan sus dibujos, por favor. Quiero ver lo que hicieron. Bye.